Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your August 2023 general tarot reading. It's Rena here. Well, this is going to be Virgo season, is it not? At the end of August. I have the moon in Virgo, so I think that's why I love Virgo season so much, because it really, to me, I was going to say it's down to earth. But I like the vibe of Virgo. It's just kind of like minimalist or something. Not too complicated. Uh, I'm laughing because my sun is in Sagittarius and the temperance is connected to that. Sometimes people do watch tarot readings for their moon signs. I probably have done so once or twice, or astrology readings, especially if you're a woman. I think that's more of a Vedic astrology deal. But I don't, gosh, you could you could watch that means you'd be watching 3 readings, every month, which is great for the content creator. They can get triple their pleasure, but I don't, necessarily tell people, oh yeah, you definitely should do this or that. Whatever resonates with you. I'm glad I got the moon card because I saw it and I was like, I don't pick it too often. Oh, well, we have the Venus retrograde. So, because I just did Leo's reading and they got the Two of Cups, so it's like, I guess I should anticipate that this is going to be a lot of relationship issues, perhaps. But actually, to tell you the truth, I think this could be more along the lines of work stuff. I'll explain why. Okay. Um, the heart of the matter is the Temperance card. It is connected to Sag, and I guess it's as above, so below. This issue of the material and the spiritual reflect one another. They're not apart from one another. And it's hard. I mean, for instance, like I said, you're an earth sign, so you may be more acclimated to what is tangible in life, and then, couple that with being ruled by Mercury and having that mental, analytical side to yourself that really leans on the mind to solve your problems rather than the intuition, for instance. That can show up as some sort of challenge for Virgo people to actually do that. I think that it's just basically looking at your life. Are you too much immersed in the world, in the day-to-day grind, that the 6th house that Virgo rules symbolizes or represents? Because it can be easy to get caught up in the minutia of the mundane aspects of life, and some people like that. They like to have these little, I'm kind of like that, where I like having these little errands to run. Oh, I have to go to the UPS or whatever. It just gives you something to do, right? Well, that's okay, but it's not, the highest level of living. I mean, there's more to life. And it's interesting because we have here in the past position the 8 of Wands, which is this card. Wands is fire energy, and it's like these rockets that are launching. And you may be feeling it in some way, Virgo, that all of a sudden everything is starting to happen for you, but it's not necessarily totally Oh, this is great. It could be something that's overwhelming. I think Virgo people tend to get easily overwhelmed. What do you think? And maybe I always say Virgos, and I'm talking about Moon and Virgo people too, like being high strung and being, prone to anxiety, maybe. Some of this is about thinking too much, and some of this is just what is baked into Virgos, perfectionistic tendencies, and so on. The higher message is the Eight of Pentacles. So here we have, flanking the Temperance card, eights. Eights is like worldly power and things like that. Here we have Pentacles. So it is that connection to earth energy and really about the material power through the material resources and that kind of thing. Basically, what it can be saying is that you can achieve power through your efforts, through doing a thorough job. And this is par for the course for Virgo people. Virgo people don't tend to be very sloppy in how they do things. They tend to be very detail oriented. But it's also, about, like perfecting your craft, but also maybe training for something. And some of you maybe have been already thinking about that, and this is kind of, how would you say, seconding that type of thing. And the reason for that is that when you feel like you're on top of your game and you don't feel insecure, you don't feel like you're missing something, then you can do what you came here to do at the highest level, and that will afford you time to do other things. The temperance, because like I said, the temperance is about balance. It's not about putting all your eggs into one basket or just focusing on one side of life. What crosses you is the Moon card. This is definitely a card that has to do with creativity. So you may be turning your back on creative gifts because you have decided that that's not something that is, something you could do as a career. Maybe you're selling yourself short in some cases. This can also be a Pisces person. I would add a Cancer person only because in astrology the moon rules Cancer, but in tarot Pisces is associated with the moon. So that there might be a person in your life who is not good for you that happens to be of that sign or they have that signature. Also, are you lying to yourself about something? Maybe you're telling yourself a definition of success that isn't really true for you. Maybe you're telling yourself that you're happy making X amount of money, but your soul doesn't feel fulfilled. So there's different reasons. Maybe this is relationship. If this is a relationship issue and you're like with a Sag, if that's the Temperance card represents, it may have been that you kind of moved very quickly with the Eight of Wands, too quickly. And that could have had an unsettling effect on your life. But you kind of got swept away with it. But the moon can represent that illusion, or in some cases deception, maybe coming from another person. What's coming in? Knight of Pentacles. This is a solid energy. I'm going to interpret it for work matters. This can be the the work horse energy. It's funny that they have a horse here. The workhorse energy, the person, this is connected to the sign of Taurus. So this idea of going in and just doing things consistently. And if you are in a job that you really don't feel connected to anymore, that's okay. If you feel like you need to like go in a totally different direction. Oh, one more thing about the moon card is it can be that your intuition, since it's in the challenge position, that you're not tuning into your intuition. And I talked about that earlier, that you might have more of that analytical side to yourself where you just kind of like always are in the mind, but not feeling into something higher than that. And when people do that, then what's going to happen? They're going to make decisions that are, again, based on the world, the mundane life. And that tends to go along the lines of what is the safest thing to do? What is going to produce the most comfort because of the safety? And you know, the Knight of Pentacles is about honoring your commitment to work, as far as I'm concerned, in this context, no matter what you decide to do. There's a real emphasis on excellence with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here. But you notice that theme of Pentacles, which is that um, concern with the material energy, and the outcome is the Ace of Cups. So something new, because the Ace can be the beginning of something in the heart chakra. So yes, of course, it could be love and all of that good stuff. But also, that's what I meant to say. I keep forgetting. The Moon card could be getting involved with some kind of a healing arts, a healing modality that maybe you're going to be helping others with, you're going to be using as a way to help others. And because the house that you rule, the sixth house, Virgo, is connected to health. So it's not uncommon for Virgo people to be interested in the topic of health in some way, but maybe even work in that field. So this could be you kind of like, recalibrating and saying, okay, I want to be in the same field. I want to be in the healing arts, but I want to do something that's more on the spiritual level, something like that. And so there could be some beginnings as it pertains to that. Okay, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.